Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the 4th Gen Gamer here, bringing you guys a Pokemon Sun and Moon news video, and this is in regards to the Nintendo Treehouse live stream from E3. And I wasn't expecting that much, but holy crap, we got a lot of cool stuff to share with you guys. And first and foremost, I mean, we just have raw gameplay. They were sitting there playing the 3DS, showing the game from the very beginning, from your hometown, going on Route 1, going to the next town, and just overall, just as a blanket statement, this game looks absolutely phenomenal. Just all of the movements, all of the landscapes, the sunset that's in the background, the animations in battle. There's so much to talk about that they have showed us. Just little things, big things, just cool stuff. So first of all, before we get into, the gameplay that they showed us, from like walking around and whatnot, we have a new battle mode that is going to be called Battle Royale, where 4 players play with 3 Pokemon, and they each send them out at the same time, and they all face off against each other. Maybe that sounds a little familiar. Of course it does, because those are free-for-alls. Unless you've been living under a rock, that is a kind of a mode that people have kind of just done on their own, including myself and many other Pokemon YouTubers and content creators in general have been doing. Hey, you do a 2v2 battle and then you all attack each other. It's a free-for-all, and it's so much fun. And finally, they have added it into the game, and here, 7th Gen, we have it. And it's really cool. So it's a little bit different in that once the first trainer loses all their Pokemon, that's when it ends, and then they will tally up which Pokemon, whoever has the least amount of Pokemon dead and all that type of stuff. Whoever has the least dead, will be the winner. Sorry, I worded that weirdly. But either way, they have added pretty much the free-for-all battles that we've all been doing into the game as an actual mode. And at that, by the way, the kind of stage, tournament area, whatever you want to call it, also looks really cool. You have these different Pokemon that kind of jet out as like kind of just figures. I think I saw one Tyranitar, one Gyarados, one maybe Charizard, I think it was. It looks awesome. It looks really cool. Either way, besides that, from our first look at the live gameplay that we have just a bunch of cool little details that you wouldn't really know until you actually have some live gameplay. So I'm just going to run down some quick, points that they brought up, and gotta give credit to Serby, of course, for, pointing all these out and whatnot, because they really threw a lot at us. So first and foremost, we have the starter Pokemon. They showed them again, of course, and one thing that Masuda made sure to note is that they had a focus from their development on the starters, on their movement in battle, and you can kind of see that. The gestures that they have, looking at the trailer a little bit, you can see what's going on, that they put a little bit of extra effort into that, which I appreciate that. Kind of, I guess, similar in terms of the feeling they want to give off to, like, in Heart Gold, when, like, you were following your Pokemon, when, you could talk to them, they give you, like, a smile or something, kind of like that, but, like, in battle. Obviously, Pokemon can't follow you, but it's somewhat similar of a, feeling, I guess you could say. So they put that emphasis on the starter Pokemon in battle. Not sure if that will carry over to the evolutions or not. Besides that, we go on to Route 1, and the grass just looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie, just the way they kind of scattered out. It's not just like, a grid of just grass. And, we've seen that a little bit with, like X and Y and ORAS, but especially here, it just looks much more natural. It doesn't look as forced. It's just kind of... It looks much more natural. I don't know how to describe it besides that, but it looks a little bit more authentic, I guess would be the word for it. Besides that, we have Leddyba. They run into a Leddyba on Route 1. And from there, we see the new battle interface, the new graphical user interface, and they really just gave it a very nice... I wouldn't even call it just a facelift, because it is a facelift, but also just the way that it functions is a little bit different. They kind of reorganized the structure of it, where everything is, and in addition to that, also for the moves, there's actually, it will tell you what's super effective, what's not very effective, what will be just normal. They will tell you all that, and in addition to that, you can click on the move specifically, and it will tell you right from there if it's a physical move, a special move, how much damage it's going to do, what the accuracy is. Aside from going to your party, going to the Pokemon, checking the moves, it's like before that was 3 steps removed, and now it's 1 step removed. It's not even 1 step removed. You click on it and you're there. So that's really cool that they have that as part of the interface. You can just click on a move and it'll tell you about that. And in addition to that, you can see how as a stat has been altered via moves in battle. So like if you use Swords Dance and if your attack goes up, it will show you your attack is up. So that is all part of the interface now, which I think is fantastic. That's awesome. So after they showed off the interface, they went ahead and caught the Ladybug. We now know that that is going to be number 20 in the Alola region Pokedex. And when you catch Pokemon, you will now be able to see its evolution chain, you know, more just information about what is part of that evolutionary group, what's related to that Pokemon form-wise, all that type of stuff. So besides that, we have some other new Pokemon. As we make our way through the trailer, we ran into Yungoos, and I love the way that they described this. They said that it's always hungry. It's like you want to throw a bag of chips at it, and it was, I mean, hey, it is a very funny looking Pokemon. I personally love it. I mean, it's very similar to Furret. It is very, very, very similar to Furret, but I still like it. It's a little bit of a ripoff, a little bit, but it still looks cool. I still like it. It is going to be a normal type, not surprised by that, and then its ability is going to be Stakeout or Strongjaw. I would love to use that thing with Strongjaw, and I'm excited to see what evolutions we're going to have for that, if we do have anything. Besides that, we have Peaky Peck. Peaky Peck, I like that name. That is probably going to be that bird Pokemon that we saw in the very, very, very first Sun and Moon trailer, when we saw like a kind of like a sketch or like a 3D model of, you know, a potential bird Pokemon that looks very, very similar to that. So I mean, it's probably going to be that. That is going to be a normal flying type. Looks like a similar kind of an idea to Fletchling, right? Yeah, I'm mixing up my Pokemon now. Fletchling, which evolved into Talonflame eventually, and that was, of course, you know, Fire Flying. It looks similar to that. I don't think they're going to do the same thing back-to-back generations for beginning bird Pokemon, but I mean, you know, hey, it looks like they could go somewhere like that. They could go a few different directions, though. That will have the ability Keen Eye or Skill Link, and this is going to have 2 evolutions, so not a surprise there. It's going to be like your, you know, beginning of the game bird Pokemon. Not very bad at all, and that will be number 10 in the Alola Pokedex, so that is going to be after your starters. So that will be the first Pokemon after your starters, so very early in the game. Would make sense, definitely. You ran into it, you know, on Route 1, so yeah. Besides that, you run into a festival when you go to your next town. That is pretty much where your journey really, you know, begins, and that's where you meet some people, and that's where you first battle Hao, and he's going to have a Pichu. So just little things in the beginning of the game that we're learning. And besides that, we have learned that Poplio can learn Disarming Voice, which is interesting, to say the least. I don't know if that means it's going to evolve into a fairy type. I would not be surprised if it evolves into a fairy type at this point, and I do not love that. I am really starting to have my doubts about Poplio. I was really just I was all gung-ho about, you know, Poplio before, but like now, I don't know. I'm almost Team Rowlet. Right now, I'm Team Not Litten. That is the team I'm on. Sorry, just play Pokemon, but just not feeling the Litten. And I don't know, I might jump ship from Team Poplio soon, because I have my doubts. And I mean, if he evolves into some type of a fairy type, I'm not loving it. I don't know, I can't think of that being a fairy, and if it does, not loving it. But if it does happen, it happens. Like I said, Team Rowlet, I might be jumping over there. So either way, besides that, we saw another little mini feature that I believe they mentioned, or they did mention. Before you get into a battle, you can kind of see that the trainer is someone that battles you. They'll do kind of like an animation on the screen a little bit, and you can kind of tell if they're about to battle you. So if you want to avoid a trainer, you will know that they are going to be interested in battling you, even though it's kind of somewhat obvious. But for people that are new, you know, that's a thing. So either way, I apologize if I missed anything. A lot of this, like I said, I just took from Cerebi, and other little thoughts I just threw in from stuff that I did take bits and pieces, you know, that I saw from the trailer itself. Not trailer, but, you know, the E3 live stream. And there was just a lot of cool stuff, and just overall, the game looks great. It looks like it's just the way that the game plays. It's like the animations in battle, you know, the actual, you know, health bars and everything. Just the trainer is closer to your Pokemon. I remember they mentioned that. They wanted to put an emphasis on that. Just a lot of little details that they put into this game that you can see are just going to make the game phenomenal. Just look great, play great, and, you know, I'm just really excited. Like, you know, when you go to a new route, you know, they have like an animation for, like, you know, you're on Route 1. It's nothing insane, but it looks very nice. It really complements the region, it complements the game, it complements just the theme of the game, that it's just a tropical island. It's something super duper cool, and just looks vibrant, and is lively, and is just, it's really all pulling together just from the, you know, little that we do know, because, I mean, we still don't know a whole heck of a lot about the game. We know a good handful, but not a lot exactly, so either way, I am super stoked for all of this. Really, none of this stuff made me upset besides that disarming voice. That alarmed me a little bit, but, you know, besides that, everything, just phenomenal stuff. Love all of it. The Battle Royale, everything's just going to be fantastic. I am really looking forward to this game, and, I mean, that's just an understatement. I can't even tell you guys, like, I love the vibrancy. I love the effort that they're putting to this game, and there's just a lot of cool stuff that is going to go down with this game, and I am just so excited to bring it to you guys, you know, so either way, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Any comments, discussion, I am, excuse me, oh, my goodness, I cannot last the last 10 seconds of this video. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace. Sorry guys, one more quick thing I want to throw in there. Looking at the trailer that they just reposted, there's also Grubbin, a bug-type Pokemon. And yeah, it's there. And I apologize. I wanted to throw that in there. I missed that in the live stream. I don't know if they put it in the live stream or they just put it in the non-live one, but you know, yeah, I apologize for that. But hey, it's a bug Pokemon, and it's Grubbin, and it has the ability Swarm, and it looks interesting, and I'm curious to see what it evolves into. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, bye.